But I'm gonna do what I got to do for my son to get justice.
Now at 8, the mother of a murder victim speaks out after a partial mistrial is declared for one of the accused. What she's saying is coming up. Plus, several Republican-backed bills which would increase income tax credits are given the axe by the governor. And later, as the war between Israel and Hamas nears its 6th month, mounting concern about the desperate need for aid to civilians in Gaza, what the U.S. is doing in response. We have those stories and more coming up here on Weekend Mornings. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Pazorski. It is Saturday, March 2nd. We start with some developing news out of Rock County where police were called to a Janesville home to reports of a person being armed inside last night. Janesville police giving out very few details at this time. What we know is that it was an armed suspect call. Janesville police confirming to us that this morning. It was around 9:55 last night when police and fire were called to the scene at the 1200 block of North Parker Street. Several lanes of traffic were blocked off, but they are now open. Once again, no further details are being provided at this time. Now we're going to take our first look outside this morning, the Wisconsin State Capitol there. Nice sunrise today that we're having. We have a beautiful day ahead with mostly clear and mild temperatures. First warm meteorologist Kelly Sifka is standing by with what you need to know. Good morning, Kelly. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Kyle. You know, the first weekend of March, and, you know, it's going to feel more like April because of the mild temperatures. And we could actually be talking about some record high temperatures later this weekend as well. Right now, we're at 35 in Madison, 40 in the Dells already, 37 in Camp Douglas, La Crosse, currently at 38. So we're on the up and up now with the sun out there and the winds out of the south. So south winds right now, 8 miles per hour here in Madison, 7 in La Crosse. Not as windy as yesterday, but still a noticeable wind as we go into the afternoon hours, but that should really push our temperatures up through the 50s here at the noon hour. Should be in the low 60s later today in La Crosse with that south wind up there close to 15 miles per hour later this afternoon. Now in Madison, temperatures in the upper 50s, getting close to 60 with that south wind anywhere between 10 and 15 miles per hour. A lot of sunshine across the entire state. 60 in the Dells today, 60 in Madison to Janesville, 61 in Lone Rock, and Prairie du Chien should get up to about 61. A lot of sunshine today, a lot of sunshine tomorrow, at least most of the day. Temperatures getting close to 70. Now, if we do get up to a 70 in Madison, that will be tying a record high, expecting a high of 68 in La Crosse. That's because later in the day, we'll see more cloud cover and also the possibility of seeing a shower or thunderstorm. Well, I tell you what, we've seen a lot of sun over the last month or so. Thanks, Donna, for sending this beautiful photo with some the sun going down and some of those colors in the sky up in Black Earth. We'll have the full forecast details coming up in about 15 minutes.
Kelly, thank you. Now to our top stories this morning. A Dane County judge ruled a partial mistrial Friday in the trial of one of the 2 men accused in a deadly shooting from last summer. 32-year-old Devontae Gafford was found guilty of possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Jurors Friday morning came back with a decision on just that charge, but could not agree on 2 other more serious charges of first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime and first-degree recklessly endangering safety. The mother of the victim, Devon Grant, spoke with us, sharing what she wants the jury to know following their decision.
They did find him guilty on 1 charge, but I wish it was the charges that I wanted him to find guilty on. But I ain't mad at them. They did what they supposed to do, I guess. It was hard. But I do want to ask the jury, what if it was your child?
Gafford testified Thursday saying he was shooting back in self-defense over a drug deal gone wrong. The other man accused in the shooting, 22-year-old Mark Parks Jr., is expected to be on trial later this year. A 26-year-old Sparta firefighter and Ho-Chunk police officer has been arrested on child enticement charges. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says deputies arrested Peter Schneider yesterday, saying he requested nude photos from a 17-year-old on several occasions. They also allege he asked them to meet in a private area for sexual contact. He has been relieved of his duties with the Ho-Chunk Police Department, and Sparta Fire says he has been put on administrative leave. Governor Tony Evers has vetoed 3 GOP-backed tax bills which would have sent money back to Wisconsin parents and retirees. One of the bills would have reduced how much retirement incomes residents over 65 would have to pay taxes on. Republicans argue vetoing it makes Wisconsin a less desirable place to retire. However, some research says that's not the case. La Follette School of Public Affairs professor Andrew Ryszowski recently had his students look into tax differences. finding that small ones don't make much of a difference in terms of desirability.
Yes, Florida has no income tax, and you might say, oh, that'll be really appealing to Wisconsin residents. But Florida also has warm weather and other attributes that attract elderly that exempted pension income for most elderly Wisconsin residents is not targeted to those who are really struggling to get by.
Another one of the bills the governor vetoed would have expanded the state's second income tax bracket, with Wisconsinites making less than $112,000 a year to a lower bracket. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and the state GOP pushed this tax plan to use about $2 billion of the state's $4 billion surplus. As the war between Israel and Hamas nears its 6th month, there is mounting concern about the desperate need for aid to civilians in Gaza. This week, Israeli forces fired on Palestinians when crowds rushed an aid convoy. The U.S. now says it will use airdrops to deliver humanitarian supplies. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
Over Gaza Friday, planes dropped dozens of packages of help. The aid parachuting down to the ground where people in the war-torn territory scrambled to collect it. These supplies came from a Jordanian plane, but the U.S. says it will soon deliver help the same way. At the White House Friday, President Biden promised the U.S. will begin airdropping emergency humanitarian assistance into Gaza soon.
Aid flowing to Gaza is nowhere nearly enough. Now it's nowhere nearly enough.
The decision comes after a deadly incident this week when crowds surrounded an aid convoy in Gaza City. The Hamas-run health ministry says more than 100 Palestinians were killed and hundreds more injured after Israeli troops opened fire. Israel says many of the dead were trampled in a stampede. Jordan and France are among the countries already using airdrops as international frustration mounts over Israel's tight control on deliveries at the border. Israel says inspections of supply trucks are needed for security reasons, but as the war continues, the UN has warned not enough aid is getting through, and Gaza is on the brink of famine.
We're going to insist that Israel facilitate more trucks and more routes to get more and more people the help they need.
As he left the White House Friday, President Biden said he still hopes there will be a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas by Ramadan, which begins March 10th. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Former U.S. officials tell CBS News that airdrops are ultimately no substitute for ground transport because aerial delivery is expensive and inefficient. A plane can carry the equivalent of 2 truckloads of aid, and Gaza needs between 500 to 1,000 truckloads every single day. And if you have a fear of heights, you might want to look away. A harrowing rescue took place in Louisville, Kentucky on Friday for both rescuer and rescuee. This semi-truck dangling off the city's Clark Memorial Bridge over the Ohio River. It went veering off after crashing into another vehicle. A rescue crew set up a rope system as one firefighter rappelled down to the stranded driver, hooked her up onto safety harnesses, and the crew lifted them both to safety. Louisville Fire said the woman was grateful and relieved to be back on solid ground, and while she was shaken, she seemed to be stable.
Thank God. That's what she kept saying, thank God. And I told her, I said, just take a deep breath, and then here's what I need you to do.
She held it together amazingly. I got to tell you, it was obvious she was shaken up, obviously that she was scared. Firefighter Carden did an amazing job of keeping her calm. She held it together like a champ. But I will say the second she hit solid ground, she was able to let those emotions go and just have that relief.
As a precaution, she was taken to the hospital. The driver of another car was also taken to the hospital with injuries. In more local news, U.S. Marshals in Michigan captured a Sun Prairie man who'd been wanted since last August for attempted murder. Authorities say a 15-year-old boy was shot last May on Aspen Place. He was injured but survived. Kellen Phillips was then identified as a suspect in August. Sun Prairie police say he ran from a traffic stop last month as a passenger in a vehicle. U.S. Marshals say they found him in Wayne County, Indiana. And now back in Madison, where Madison Fire Department ambulances will now be carrying a new drug to help those suffering from opioid use disorder. They say buprenorphine treats withdrawal symptoms by acting on the opioid receptors in the brain. It's similar to methadone, but much safer. While it's not an overdose reversal drug like Narcan, it would be given to patients after they receive a dose of Narcan when suffering from an overdose.
It takes away the sense that their body feels like it needs more and needs to have more. So it kind of buys us some time and gets them through the feeling really crummy and hopefully get them, again, to the point where we can get their foot in the door to some better treatment.
Part of that better treatment includes a prescription for the drug. It's safe enough that doctors have been prescribing it for pickup at pharmacies. Time now is 8:09. Still ahead, we take a look at National Women's History Month and how the gender wage gap is still an issue. And let's take a live look outside, looking at the Baraboo Hills via EarthCam this morning. Kelly's full forecast is just ahead here on Weekend Mornings.
Something good with Charlotte DeLeste, only on News 3 Now.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto insurance today.
Marlene is proud to celebrate 120 years as a family-owned and operated lumber yard in Wisconsin. Throughout the years, Marlene Lumber and Homeworks has expanded its product lines to include cabinetry, windows, doors, and much more. Our showrooms in Janesville and Madison are state-of-the-art. They're ready for you to see the many ways your building or remodeling vision can come to reality with the help of our in-house designers. Marlene Lumber and Homeworks for all your building and remodeling needs. Marlene.com, celebrating 120 years.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
At Gruber Law Offices, you pay us nothing until we win your case. We don't get paid until after you get paid. It costs you nothing to get the help you need after a serious accident. The call, free. The consultation, free. Our team can answer your questions and handle your concerns for free. Let our team get you the results and compensation you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we can help you protect your joy, your legacy, and your dreams. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
All right, good morning. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the patio as the sun coming up now, and we are starting to climb. Going to be a beautiful weekend, and could be talking about some records for this first weekend of March. Right now, we've got one storm system out east and another one just battering California. Seen some record amounts of snowfall in parts of the Sierra Nevada range in California up into Washington and Oregon. Otherwise, heavier rains into northern parts of the state as well. We're sandwiched in between. We're quiet here across much of the upper Midwest. Just seeing some high, thin clouds across Minnesota. May see some of those, especially out west. Temperatures today, though, unseasonably mild. In fact, we could be talking about a possible getting up to a record tomorrow. The record high tomorrow in Madison is 70, and really pretty dry this weekend. Our next chance of rain will come in later Sunday night and then continuing into a Monday, and we definitely need some rain. Right now, 35 in Madison, it's 38 in La Crosse, 40 in the Dells, 34 in Watertown, Janesville at 36. So a lot of sunshine, temperatures climbing through the 40s, should be well into the 50s here at the noon hour, low 50s. And then we're talking about temperatures in the upper 50s getting close to 60, and we will see plenty of sunshine today. A little bit of a wind, not as windy as what we had yesterday, but still a noticeable south wind as we continue under this southerly flow, the upper level jet stream, keeping most of the cold air up north and also out west. We're seeing some of that colder air in parts of the northern Rockies. That system will eventually come our way and bring us a chance of some rain. It looks like that'll develop late Sunday night and continuing into Monday. And temperatures back off a little bit, but the real brutally cold air is going to remain locked up well up to the north and northern parts of Canada. So high temperature trend for La Crosse. We're looking at 60s right through Monday. Temperatures do tail off a little bit into the 50s, even some upper 40s, but that's still above average for this time of the year in Madison. Getting close to 70 on Sunday before backing off in the upper 40s and low 50s. So temperatures will be cooling off a little bit by next week. La Crosse 64 today with sunshine, only dropping down to 46 tonight. Tomorrow 67. Now we do have that shower chance. That really won't be occurring until we get in the late afternoon, more likely toward the dinner hour. Better chances of more widespread rain on Monday, maybe a couple of rumbles of thunder. Temperatures in the 50s by Tuesday, Wednesday. Another chance of rain later next week. In Madison, 60 today, 70 tomorrow. If we get up to 70, that'll be a record high. It will be a windy day tomorrow. 62 with a chance for some showers and thunderstorms on Monday. Not a complete washout, but we'll see some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Temperatures back off into the lower 50s. Our next chance of rain after Monday will come in on Friday with some showers and thunderstorms. There might be a little bit of snow mixed in, but no major storms headed our way as far as any kind of snow headed our way over the next 10 days.
Good to know. It's a nice weekend to get out there and have a nice time.
Yeah, these birds are out here. They're really chirping back behind me. So beautiful morning.
All right, Kelly, we'll check back in just a bit. It's a big weekend at the Kohl Center. UW basketball faces Illinois today at noon. Then at 8 tonight, the final regular season game for the men's hockey team. Following last night's loss to Michigan State, the men on ice go back to the Kohl Center tonight, hoping to at least split the series. The Spartans won the conference title outright in a 2-5 victory over the Badgers. For the seniors on this Wisconsin team, they're really just looking to go on a high note before going on to the Big Ten tournament.
I'm just truly grateful for everything. I truly believe this is the best campus in the world that has Division I college hockey. And every recruit that comes in, I tell them the same exact thing. I said, you're getting everything when you come here. So it's when you look back on it, it's truly special.
And if you can't catch tonight's game in person at the Kohl Center, it will be broadcast on Big Ten Plus. As for the Milwaukee Bucks, they cruised their way to the win over the Chicago Bulls last night. Milwaukee led going into the half with 14 points over Chicago. The second half was much the same. Bucks get it with 113 to the Bulls 97. Zach will have much more in sports coming up in our later half hour. We're now in March, and with it brings the start of National Women's History Month. Women's representation in companies' executive leadership is now the highest it has ever been. 1 in 4 women are considered to be in the C-suite, and that's up from 1 in 5. But the pay gap remains a problem. A Pew report shows women earned 82 cents on the dollar in 2022 compared to that of men. Terry Boyer is the founding director of Villanova's McCaldy Institute for Women's Leadership. She shares what she tells employees regarding gender gaps.
You're going to have to pay attention to this and really dive deep, reframe the perception of what it means to lead based on women's experiences. And the only way you're going to do that is by listening to women.
When talking about the pay gap that remains, Dr. Boyer says it's a complex issue with no simple work program or legislative fix. And here are some women making history in their own way. We learned yesterday who the 6 finalists are competing for the honor of becoming the very next Allison Dairyland, helping share the important story of Wisconsin's food, fuel, and fiber production with all ages. The women are Sierra Essuk, Haley Heinzel, Katrina Hosley, Michaela King, Kylie Poggle, and Lauren Seamers. They'll compete in a 3-day final in Door County in early May, consisting of media interviews, touring agricultural businesses, candidate presentations, and more. Then the 77th Allison Dairyland will be announced on May 4th. Our congrats to all of them. If you've had a hankerings for some Thin Mints, caramel delights, and peanut butter patties, well, then some good news. The wait is over today as it's the start of Girl Scouts cookie season. Sales kick off this morning and it goes through April 7th. A box of cookies costs just $5. All money raised here in southern Wisconsin will stay local to benefit the Badgerland Girl Scouts. To find the closest cookie stand to you, all you have to do is just visit gsbadgerland.org to get those nice cookies. But Wendy's is trying to clear up its new dynamic pricing plan. Christine Lazar has that, as well as which vehicles are outpacing the competition in this week's Eye on Consumer Report.
Consumer Reports is out with its annual list of best cars. The Toyota Camry Hybrid received the highest overall score and was one of 6 hybrid vehicles in the top 10. The BMW X5, which comes in a hybrid version, was named the top luxury SUV. And for the second year in a row, BMW was named the best overall brand. The rankings are based on road test scores, reliability, owner satisfaction, and safety. Big changes at Macy's. The retail chain says it's closing about 150 stores while investing to improve the remaining 350 locations. Macy's also plans to expand its Bloomingdale's department stores and its beauty chain, Bluemercury. And Wendy's is hoping to set the record straight after getting a frosty reception for its dynamic pricing plan. The burger chain says it will not surge prices during busy times. Wendy's says its new digital menu boards will allow individual stores to drop prices for certain items during non-peak hours. And those are some of the week's top consumer stories. I'm Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
So the prices will be going down and not up. I got it now. All right, coming up next, Kelly will have a quick check at today's weather. Plus, there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Arlo Loper shares his picks and 3 things to watch when we return on Weekend Mornings.
Do not go.
It's free if I do it, babe.
Whoa, you need the experts. Let the experts at Feldco make your home renewal project a cinch with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. Free installation won't last long. Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
For over 20 years, Top Hat has partnered with Cozy Heat to bring our customers fantastic fireplaces. Cozy Heat is a family-owned business offering a complete line of traditional and contemporary fireplaces with stylish accessories to complement any decor. Cozy prides itself on making the most realistic flame patterns and log sets. Adding a fireplace is one of the best ways to increase the value of your home. Come visit our friendly showrooms in Madison and Baraboo to see what Cozy Heat and Top Hat can do for you.
It's here, Wisconsin's newest and most exclusive sports show. Wisconsin Huddle. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's a dynamic 30-minute weekly special produced for the die-hard fans of Wisconsin athletics. Embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of some of UW's top athletes as we offer an inside look into their world. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30. Brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they collide with the Clippers on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the star-studded Clippers fly in from LA for a Brew City beatdown. Fear the Deer. Clippers, Bucks on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Monday at 7 on Television Wisconsin.
Getting up to 5% back is easy at Fleet Farm. Fleet Rewards members can earn up to 5% back on every purchase, in-store and online. The earnings stack up automatically. The more you buy, the more you earn. No rebates, no coupons, no hassles. And Fleet Rewards membership is easy, so sign up now and start earning up to 5% back on everything you need for everyday life at Fleet Farm. Some exclusions apply.
Meteorologist Kelly Slifka, as we look out ahead, the mild weather is going to continue for the next couple of weeks. You can see across much of the Great Lakes in the Northeast. Really, the only cool weather is out west as we go over the next couple of weeks. We do need some rain. We do have some rain in our forecast. We'll see some rain move in, it looks like Monday, then another bout coming in later in the week. So it looks like a nice dry weekend. Temperatures well above average, and there comes our chance of rain. Right now, it looks like the best time will be on Monday and Monday night, when we'll see some scattered showers and storms. Then another chance that'll be coming in on Friday. Otherwise, dry weather in between. We need the rain with all the warm temperatures and also that wind out there keeping things dry. We'll talk more about the forecast and those chances of rain next week coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Nice weekend to go outside, but if you want to stay inside, there's no shortage of films and shows streaming. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
What I'm doing is for everyone back home, and that makes me very proud.
Newly streaming on Netflix is the film Spaceman.
I'm getting interference.
I did not intend to frighten you, skinny human.
Adam Sandler stars in the drama as an astronaut sent on a mission to the edge of the solar system.
These are your thoughts. I am simply finding them with you.
Spaceman is streaming on Netflix now.
Happy birthday, Tola. This is Oti. You want stars for a pet?
It's great.
Newly streaming on Disney Plus is the series Iwaju.
You want to see the real Lagos? Yes, let's go.
The series is set in a futuristic Nigeria and follows a young girl, her friend, and her lizard as they go on an adventure.
Be careful, oh. Some of these people are actually dangerous.
I laugh in the face of danger.
I didn't hear you laugh.
All 6 episodes of Iwaju are streaming on Disney Plus now.
I've got this. We strike on 3. 1, 2. We'll get the next one.
And newly streaming on Apple TV Plus is the series The Completely Made-Up Adventures of Dick Turpin.
Is there anything that I could have done to improve your highway robbery experience?
Noel Fielding stars as Dick Turpin, who goes on a series of escapades when he becomes the leader of a group of outlaws.
But we're just as tough as any other gang in here.
Here's your peppermint tea, Dick. Put a splash of honey in it. I know you got a scratchy throat.
Thanks, little carrot.
The first 2 episodes of The Completely Made-Up Adventures of Dick Turpin are streaming on Apple TV Plus now. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
And coming up next, a look at our top morning headlines. Stick with us. This is Weekend Mornings.
It's A1 Furniture's Truckload Mattress Blowout. Queen Luxury Firm Mattress only $2.99. Queen Euro Top $3.99. Queen Jumbo Plush or Firm just $4.99. All sizes available during this once-a-year mattress event. Only at Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture.
At no fault of their own during the cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On March 13th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 95 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A day of warmth, sponsored by Veridian Homes and Melio's Sandwiches.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster? Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my... Rec Room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks.
But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Enjoy a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now.
Get instant cash back at A1 Furniture. Save $50 off every $500 you spend, plus incredible in-store only deals. Your choice, two-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $10.99, and get the recliner free. Only at Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture.
Now at 8:30, details about the First Lady's visit to Wisconsin tomorrow as the White House ramps up work to mobilize women voters. Plus, Republican-backed bills that would have increased income tax credits are given the axe by Governor Evers. Our Arman Rahman breaks down the vetoes.
And we are continuing to warm up this morning. We do have lots of sunshine. Temperatures headed up close to 60 today. We'll have more coming up.
Good Saturday morning, and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. It is March 2nd. Country singer Luke Combs turns 34 today. Let's begin this half hour by taking a look outside. Kelly is in for Jacob today for a look at your Saturday forecast. Kelly, how are you doing?
Doing well. You know, this first weekend of March, we unofficially the start of spring. Feeling like it for sure, almost feeling like April. We've got quiet weather across much of the upper Midwest, the Mississippi Valley. Go out east, they do have rain, snow, heavy snow, some record amounts of snow falling in the Sierra Nevada of California. Then as you go into the northern Rockies of Washington and Oregon, and heavy rains, unfortunately, where they really don't need it in parts of California. But once again, we are seeing quiet weather, and we've been seeing a lot of sunshine over the last month. It looks like we've got a lot of sunshine headed throughout the weekend. There have been some high, thin cirrus clouds off to the west. Those may skirt into the Cooley region later today. Right now it's 38 in La Crosse, 32 in Marshfield, 37 in Camp Douglas, Lone Rock at 36, 35 right now in Madison. So running above average already this morning with a south wind as high as 14 miles per hour in Monroe. Most of us about 7-8 miles per hour. Those will pick up. It's not going to be as windy as yesterday, but a noticeable south wind that's going to keep our temperatures on the mild side for this time of the year. La Crosse getting up to about 61 with that south wind up there around 10 to 15 miles per hour. And in Madison, we are expecting a lot of sunshine, temperatures getting close to 60 later today with a south wind up to around 10 to 15 as well. We are talking about some warm weather this weekend, maybe a record-setting high tomorrow before some rain moves in. We'll have more coming up in about 15 minutes.
Kelly, thank you. Our top stories this half hour. New details this morning from the White House about First Lady Jill Biden's visit to Wisconsin tomorrow. She'll fly into Milwaukee before heading to Waukesha. The First Lady will speak at a campaign event seeking to mobilize women voters. She was just in the state 2 weeks ago, visiting Green Bay on the 16th to tout the Biden administration's focus on economic growth. The First Lady's visit Sunday will come 3 days before Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to visit Madison on Wednesday. UW La Crosse is down to 3 finalists in its search for a new chancellor. This after former Chancellor Joe Gale was fired for producing and appearing in pornographic videos. The finalists are Betsy Morgan, James Beebe, and Christopher Olson. Morgan will be familiar to some. She's currently serving as the school's interim chancellor. Beebe is provost and vice president of academic affairs at New Hampshire's Kenny State College. Olson holds those same titles himself. He serves as provost and VP of academic affairs at Indiana State University. All 3 candidates are scheduled to speak at forums on the campus this next week. The search committee is expected to make its pick later this month. Yesterday, Governor Tony Evers vetoed the 3 Republican-backed tax bills that would have sent money back to Wisconsin parents and retirees. Our Arman Rahman spoke with an economist about what this means for you, the taxpayer.
I think most economists would agree were unwise tax policies.
Governor Evers says this round of tax cuts does not provide enough relief to working and lower-class Wisconsinites. For example, one of the bills would have increased the income tax credit for all married couples to $870. UW-Madison professor Andrew Rashofsky says changes like these do more to hurt those in need.
Particularly at the top end, makes our system less progressive, meaning that people with low incomes, modest incomes, pay a larger share of the cost of services relative to those who are better off.
The GOP says their plan would have made use of the state's $4 billion surplus. Both Evers and Rashofsky say the money is more useful in the state's budget stabilization or rainy day fund to pay for services down the road that already cost more due to inflation.
Childcare costs are rising. Student achievement is down, particularly among lower income students. That's going to require not less money, state money, but more state money.
One of the bills would have reduced how much retirement income residents over 65 would have to pay taxes on. Professor Rashofsky says it would have mostly affected higher income residents, so vetoing it shouldn't deter them from staying in the state.
Is not targeted to those who are really struggling to get by. Most pensions and people who certainly have state pensions, like me, have seen their pension income grow over time.
Bottom line, The Economist says,
in my view, the governor was right in vetoing these bills, which would have made things worse off, I think, for many Wisconsin residents.
That's Armand Rahman reporting. It was expected that Evers would veto these bills. He previously rejected similar tax cuts twice before. Markets on Wall Street closed higher Friday with the NASDAQ and S&P 500 setting fresh record highs. The S&P finished the trading day above 5,100 for the first time. The tech-heavy NASDAQ blew past its 2021 record, closing 1% higher amid enthusiasm over AI. And here are the numbers. We have all agreeing across the board. The Dow gained more than 90 points. NASDAQ again skyrocketing just over 183. And the S&P 500 jumps up 40. Still ahead, a massive blizzard is hitting California. We'll take a look at that after Kelly's next check of the forecast. Plus, here's today's day in history.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked?
Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Marlene is proud to celebrate 120 years as a family-owned and operated lumber yard in Wisconsin. Throughout the years, Marlene Lumber and Homeworks has expanded its product lines to include cabinetry, windows, doors, and much more. Our showrooms in Janesville and Madison are state-of-the-art. They're ready for you to see the many ways your building or remodeling vision can come to reality with the help of our in-house designers. Marlene Lumber and Homeworks for all your building and remodeling needs. Marlene.com, celebrating 120 years.
Everyone deserves a fulfilling job, but for people with disabilities, the barriers can be overwhelming. It's time to open the door to new possibilities. People with disabilities are getting the education, skills, and training needed to thrive in a wide variety of industries. And they're ready for an opportunity, a job, a career. Thinkability Wisconsin. All you have to do is start with yes. Join the movement at thinkabilitywi.org.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they collide with the Clippers on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action as the star-studded Clippers fly in from LA for a Brew City beatdown. Fear the Deer.
Clippers, Bucks on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Monday at 7 on Television Wisconsin.
South Central, Wisconsin, where people unite for a brighter future and businesses thrive. And the food, oh, the food. Resilient, unwavering, always moving forward. Now, here's the deal. We've got our fair share of challenges, but here's the kicker. We own up to them. We advocate for change. We celebrate the good and we fix the bad. No settling, no backing down. That's our commitment to you. News 3 Now, always moving forward.
All right, coming up on 8:40, meteorologist Kelly Slifka on what's going to be a fabulous Saturday. Temperatures up close to 60 this afternoon. We will have a south wind up there at 10 to 15, but you can see area-wide, generally in the lower 60s. May see a couple of upper 50s, areas to the north and east. Tomorrow, even warmer. Temperatures getting close to 70. There is a front that'll be moving into southwestern Wisconsin later tomorrow afternoon. That may trigger a shower, but most of the daylight hours should be dry for folks in La Crosse. Madison, temperatures up close to 70. If we get up to 70, that would be a record. Take a look at this beautiful sunshine that was falling across Packwaukee. Thanks, Carol, for sending this photo in. And of course, we've seen a lot of sunshine over the last month, and we've got more of that this weekend. There are some changes coming our way. We're tracking some rain showers and maybe even some thunderstorms coming our way next week. We'll have more coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Kelly mentioned this earlier. The most powerful Pacific storm of the season is currently bearing down on Northern California and Nevada. A rare blizzard warning is in effect through Sunday for a 300-mile stretch from north of Lake Tahoe to Yosemite National Park, where up to 12 feet of snow is expected. In some places, snow is falling at a rate of up to 5 inches an hour, requiring some drivers on Interstate 80 between Sacramento and Reno to use tire chains because of such strong winds that have been registered at 135 miles per hour.
We're looking at 2, potentially 3 days of these very high wind speeds that are going to be blowing the snow around and making conditions outside very dangerous.
Residents are being urged to hunker down until the storm passes, with forecasters saying these blizzard-like conditions won't taper off until tomorrow. And gosh, what a contrast. Looking outside again in our area. Clear and no snow in March. This is a live look at the Grant County Courthouse Square in Lancaster. And like Kelly said, today really should be a good one to get outside and enjoy the nice, mild weather. Some more local news now. You might have seen them just a while ago here on CBS Saturday morning. Indie rock band from Madison's Slow Pulp performed this morning on Saturday sessions. Their group includes The Boys, Henry Stair, Teddy Matthews, and Alex Leeds, who all went to West High School in Madison, and singer Emily Massey, who attended East. Earlier this week, they taped the show, and get this, apparently 2 of the boys got lost and ran into Gail King of CBS Mornings. So you just never know who you're going to see. Certainly a cool experience for them coming out of Madison. All right, even some more local news now. 48 years ago in a Fond du Lac hospital, Jim and Jennifer McKelvey lost their firstborn child shortly after birth. It was a tragedy that they've since had to endure. So when Jennifer heard about a device that helped preserve a baby to give parents time to grieve their loss, the couple knew they had to help. Photojournalist Christopher Hawbaker shares their story.
You always want closure, and we never really got the closure. You know, we had names picked out for a boy and names for a girl. Starting to go to the OBGYN, he was a good old Irishman, and he had tears in his eyes. Tears are coming down. He just said, your baby is doing fine in the womb, but he's not going to live long. So we carried it to term, knowing that, at least I felt, that Noah was a son, but our baby would not live. It wasn't the closure that you'd want most parents to have.
This cuddle cot came up, started reading about it, and I just started to cry. What if we would have had this, how this would have helped us?
The cuddle cot is there to allow the baby to be at the parent's bedside.
Just to touch
hold them, to cuddle them, to tell them you love them.
While it doesn't take away the hurt or you don't forget, what it does do is give them closure.
Some families, they don't at times want to, you know, open the blanket, look at their baby's toes and their fingers and look at all of their little features.
So many hospitals have it, and so many parents will be helped by this.
When you watch the videos of people talking who use this, they can take the blanket, they can hold the baby. They can lay down on a bed with the baby.
I don't want anybody to ever have to use that cuddle cot, but I know that it'll happen again, and they'll have this opportunity.
We are grateful and honored to have received the cuddle cot, and like I said, just giving those parents the gift of time to make those memories. We know families will be very grateful.
These cots are more commonly found in Europe, but now with the help of the McKelveys, grieving families will now have more time to spend with their child. Still ahead, Zach has a look at Friday's news and sports. And let's take a live look outside again. Kelly has another check of the forecast next on Weekend Mornings.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we're here to help protect your legacy as you build it. Also, you can enjoy your dreams. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
Monday at 6, a better way to treat roads when winter storms strike.
It prevents that bond from the snow, the bonding to the pavement.
I'll show you the new formula developed here in Madison and why it could mean safer roads and safeguards for our environment. Monday at 6.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we can help you protect your joy, your legacy, and your dreams. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hi, good morning. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka. Turning out to be a beautiful Saturday morning for us on this first weekend of March, and we're going to continue to climb. Just going to be a really nice weekend to be outside, enjoying the sunshine and warm temperatures, at least relatively speaking, for this time of the year. In fact, tomorrow we could be getting very close to the record high, which is 70. And it looks like our next chance of rain, which we need, will be coming in later Monday night, or Sunday night, mainly into Monday. It looks like that'll be the best opportunity of seeing some of that rain, which we definitely need with the dry conditions, the warm temperatures, and really no moisture across much of the nation's midsection. We do have some storms out east, out along the eastern seaboard. Middle of the country quiet, then you go out west, they're just getting battered with more rain along the coast, then really heavy mountain snows just continuing to pile up there in the Sierra Nevada, then into the Cascades of the Pacific Northwest. But for us, We just have some high thin clouds as the storm system weakens as it crosses the Rocky Mountain states. Right now it's 35 in Madison. It's already up to 43 in the Dells, 37 in Viroqua, and La Crosse sitting at 38. So a lot of sunshine this morning and most of the afternoon as well, as these temperatures will climb quickly. Now we will have a southerly wind. That'll be up to around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Not as windy as yesterday, but a noticeable southerly wind that'll continue to keep our temperatures on the mild side. We should be in the lower 50s here at the noon hour and topping out upper 50s, getting close to 60 as we head into the 3 to 4 o'clock hour. Right now, the coldest of air continues to be bottled up into Canada. There is some cooler air out in the Pacific Northwest. That's what's fueling that storm system out across the west coast. That's primarily going to be staying out there. We'll get a little bit of a taste of this coming in early next week. That will bring us a chance of some showers and thunderstorms. They're going to be scattered, but it's going to be warm enough that it's going to be in the rain form. By the middle of the week, should be quiet. Then we have another system later in the week into next weekend that'll bring us a chance of some more rain. Looking out ahead, our 6 to 10 day outlook, you can see the eastern half of the country above average, the cooler than average temperatures out west into California. We do need the rain, and we do have some rain in our forecast, so that is some good news. We will definitely need it as it's been very dry, and the dry weather will continue for the most part this weekend. In La Crosse, up to 64 with lots of sunshine today. We'll start to see a little bit more cloud cover rolling in during the afternoon. That's out ahead of a system that'll bring some showers, maybe a thunderstorm toward the dinner hour. Better chances as we go into a Monday, then it should be clearing up as we go into the middle of next week. Another storm system will bring a chance of some rain later in the week. But you can see temperatures still running above our average as we are headed through the first full week of March. Madison, 60 today. If we get up to 70 tomorrow, that would be a record. It's going to be windy tomorrow with southerly winds at 15 to 25. 62 on Monday with a good chance of some showers and thunderstorms. They will be scattered. It's not going to be a complete washout. Then we are looking at a dry period from Tuesday right through Thursday. The next system will bring us a chance of some rain. It'll be mainly rain right now. There might be a little bit of snow mixed in. It looks like Friday night into Saturday. Temperatures back in the mid-40s, and right now it looks like it should be quiet by Sunday and Monday. So the unseasonably mild temperatures continue. We could be breaking a record, it looks like, this weekend.
The quest for a WCHA Best 10th tournament title began Friday for the Badgers, and there's no better place to start that journey than LeBon. Wisconsin is 16-1 all-time in conference playoff games there, and it gets better. They've never lost to St. Thomas. Well, that streak would continue. Second period, Badgers already up 1-0. Lacey Eden cleans up the mess in front of the net with the backhander to make it 2-0 Bucky. Now it's a one-goal game in the third, and that's when Captain Curl comes up clutch. A little tic-tac-toe finds Britta's stick, and she buries it home as Wisconsin beats St. Thomas 4-2. The Badgers are one win away from a trip to the final face-off. It's simple math for the Badger men's hockey team. 4 points earns them a share of the Big Ten title. 5 points this weekend, and they're outright conference champs. And let's be honest, nobody likes to share. Well, standing in their way, a Michigan State team who swept them in November. And the Badgers were buzzing. 47 seconds into the game, Daniel Latch puts the biscuit in the basket, and Wisconsin takes a 1-0 lead, not even a minute in. Well, Michigan State would answer. Wisconsin turns the puck over, and the Spartans cash in on a 2-on-1 to make it 2-1. Badgers fall 5-2, the final. Boys State Hockey Division I semifinals. Edgewood taking on Notre Dame, and the Tritons couldn't have asked for a better first period. James Flanagan finds Andrew Osterman in front of the net, and he lights the lamp to put Notre Dame up 1-0. Then 61 seconds later, it was more of the same. This time it's Owen Atkinson. He finds the back of the net, and Edgewood's season comes to an end in the state semifinals. 4-1, the final. High school boys hoops, Stoughton hosting Fort Atkinson in regional action. The Vikings won the first meeting in the regular season and got off to a good start. Jacob Hibner to the cup for 2 to extend the home team's lead. Now the Blackhawks would answer right back. Brendan Dempsey dials one up from deep to make it a 2-point game, but Stoughton plays some tough defense. Sawyer Shipper comes up with a steal and then completes the dine and dash on the other end as the Vikings move on with a 68-49 win. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Win a a hand-pay jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Corvette and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
It's replacement window season. Do you have ugly, hard-to-open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 2 Champion windows, get 2 free? I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices.
For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services. One call, one call, one call, one call. That's all.
For over 20 years, Top Hat has partnered with Cozy Heat to bring our customers fantastic fireplaces. Cozy Heat is a family-owned business offering a complete line of traditional and contemporary fireplaces with stylish accessories to complement any decor. Cozy prides itself on making the most realistic flame patterns and log sets. Adding a fireplace is one of the best ways to increase the value of your home. Come visit our friendly showrooms in Madison and Baraboo to see what Cozy Heat and Top Hat can do for you.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-920-0664 to get your free Carefree Dental Card and member guide.
Win a hand-pay jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Corvette and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, if you have a hankering for some Thin Mints, caramel delights, and peanut butter patties, then some good news. The wait is over, as today is the start of Girl Scout cookie season. Sales kick off this morning and go through April 7th. A box of cookies costs just $5. All money raised here in southern Wisconsin will actually stay local to benefit the Badgerland Girl Scouts. And to find the closest cookie stand near you, all you got to do is just visit gsbadgerland.org. Kelly Stufka is here now joining us. Kelly, what are your favorite Girl Scout cookies? I know that's what everyone is wondering.
Yeah, the caramel delights, I mean, I just think back, but when I was a kid, but Thin Mints, can you go wrong?
You can't go wrong with those, I don't think.
But, I try to stay away from some of that, but they have some here in the studio. And
we got to munch on them when they're available, and then, when they stop selling them, then you can just stop eating them.
Yeah,
that's the solution.
Doesn't take long to get through a box, so that is for sure.
All right, one final check.
Yeah, we've got some nice weather, just beautiful weather in this weekend, this first weekend of March. We're up to 40 now in Madison, just updated 42 right now in La Crosse, 43 in the Dells, 36 in Lone Rock and Mineral Point. Really quiet across the middle of the country has been the case much of this winter. We have some rain out east and then a big storm system really battering California, the Pacific Northwest with heavy rains along the coast causing some mudslides and also some heavy mountain snows. But here, basically a few high thin cirrus clouds, especially toward La Crosse, the Coulee region this afternoon. Temperatures in the 40s this morning, rising into the lower 50s by the noon hour. And I think we'll get very close to 60 this afternoon. All in all, should be a beautiful Saturday for us. Not as windy as yesterday, but a noticeable wind up there at 10 to 15. La Crosse 64 today, 67 tomorrow. Most of the day dry, but as we get toward the late afternoon, the evening, might see a passing shower. Better chances on Monday. Temperatures back off a little bit, but still above average. And we'll have another system approach us by Friday of next week. Otherwise, Madison maybe up to 70 tomorrow. That could be a record before some storms move in Monday.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you all for watching. We're back here tomorrow morning at 6:30.